Harry S. Truman never expected to become president. But during one of the most dangerous moments in world history, the responsibility of the nation suddenly fell upon his shoulders. Harry Truman was born in Lamar, Missouri, on May 8, 1884. He grew up in Independence, Missouri, and spent many years working on his family's farm. During World War I, Truman served in France as a captain in the field artillery. His military service helped build the courage and leadership he would later need as president. After returning home, Truman married his childhood sweetheart, Bess Wallace. He tried running a men's clothing store in Kansas City, but the business failed during a difficult economy. Truman then entered politics. He served as a county judge before being elected to the United States Senate in 1934. During World War II, Truman led a Senate committee that investigated waste and corruption in military spending, saving the government large sums of money and gaining national attention. In 1944, President Franklin D. Roosevelt chose Truman as his vice presidential running mate. They won the election, but Truman served as vice president for only 82 days. On April 12, 1945, Roosevelt suddenly died. Truman became president with almost no preparation for the enormous challenges ahead. Soon after, he learned about the secret atomic bomb project. Believing it would end the war, he approved its use on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Japan surrendered shortly after, ending World War II. Though the decision remains controversial, after the war, Truman supported the United Nations and introduced the Fair Deal, aimed at expanding Social Security, housing, civil rights, and economic opportunity. As tensions rose with the Soviet Union, Truman announced the Truman Doctrine, promising support to nations resisting communism. He also backed the Marshall Plan, which helped rebuild Western Europe after the war. When the Soviet Union blockaded West Berlin in 1948, Truman organized the Berlin Airlift, supplying the city by air until the blockade ended. He helped create NATO in 1949, forming a military alliance between the United States, Canada, and Western Europe. In the 1948 election, most expected him to lose, but Truman traveled the country by train and won a stunning upset victory. During his presidency, the White House was rebuilt, forcing the Truman family to live across the street for years. In 1950, North Korea invaded South Korea. Truman sent U.S. forces under the United Nations, beginning the Korean War. He later fired General Douglas MacArthur for challenging civilian authority, reinforcing presidential control over the military. Truman left office in 1953 and returned to Independence, Missouri. He died December 26, 1972, at age 88. Today, Harry S. Truman is remembered as a plain-spoken leader who faced enormous decisions with determination. His journey from a Missouri farm to the White House shows how history can call ordinary people to extraordinary roles.